Welcome back to the Tuesday Terrors Season 2, Episode 56, The City That Wants You, Part 2. For those who remember last time, we left off. The party we kind of ended shortly into the session, about an hour and a half in, as poor Wara's connection completely died. Hopefully, doesn't happen again today. But with that, we decided to call it there and move forward. So, for those who don't remember what happened last time, the party had arrived inside the City of Lust. We started out with the party kind of outside of the city, seeing the many merchants in line, many souls in line, where they ran into the newly departed Ned, who just recently died in the timeline. And as well as a few other notable merchants around the area, but none that caught their attention, thankfully, during their torture. After gaining a little bit of information from the party itself, the three of them managed to get themselves within the city after speaking with the guards for a moment. From there, the party found themselves exploring a little bit of the town, where we decided to go down the Ivory Arcade route, or in through the district, mostly because that was where it seemed to be many of the merchants were set up. The other two districts being the Vane Quarter, that was somewhat disorienting and seemed to pulse red with bright light, as well as looked to have a bit of narrowing ways going further down, which the party was more concerned about getting caught up in something. And then, of course, the Hollow District, which they had seen where many of the souls seemed to be walking down, almost that were emotionally blank or hollow looking. After a little bit of investigating, the party figured out that it seemed that those who went down the Hollow District seemed to have been mostly involved in the soul trade of sorts, selling pieces of their soul coin in exchange for some sort of profit or gamble, which is what the party assumed at the end. However, after deciding to head through the Ivory Arcade, they continued on to one of the first shops that they were able to get into, checking out the Mirror Maker, where they commissioned a couple of items after learning of their fates to be, potentially. With that, we ended session shortly after as Wara stepped out of the shop and his connection died. Thus, Azurus and Floor Snap deciding to wait in the wagon, kind of waited for a moment, and then we called it there. So we returned once again to the last known year of 65,008, an unknown month and an unknown day. The current time spent in Moors, to the party's knowledge, is 9 weeks and 3 days. We return back to the gorgeous city of Bellatrix Carnis, the city that wants you. So,
Oh,
as you all look around, just as a note, seeing many buildings kind of crumbling, or kind of somewhat in their oddity shapes. The architecture designed to allow for dragons, giants, and such to kind of walk the streets. The smell of sex and lust is kind of heavy on the air. Access to ecstasy is somewhat a filter to the overall city itself. Um, yes, we were gonna get to that word. As that was actually where we left off. Yes, but as Zurich and Floorsnap sit outside in the wagon, Vicaret and Nara Plefex, as well as the last page, and I'm just scrolling down to find my notes here of all the goddamn allies, the long spear of Clan Meijing. The party kind of waits for Wara as he still finds himself inside the shop. And we're gonna first start with Wara before we get to what you had to say, Azurus. I apologize, but a moment, if you will.
no
Um,
worries.
Wara, as we did leave off right before we were going, or before you disconnected. So with as Azurus and Floorsnap finished up their business and kind of headed out of the shopkeep had looked to you, waiting for you to name a price for the 20k pounds of Evelith.
Are we keeping their skins? Because I know Vicaret could use their skins.
This is the first I'm hearing of that.
I assumed you had processed whatever you wanted or needed from the bodies themselves.
Yeah, because I remember
That was,
the
yes,
last
you
time
had survival checked through them and processed them. Yeah, that's correct. So you've
Okay,
gotten
okay.
your leather and stuff like that, the outer layer skin.
Okay, that's
Okay,
all I care about.
so I have 15,000 pounds of 5 dead aboleth bodies without skin. Then okay,
Correct, roughly, yeah.
okay
They're a
then.
bit drippy.
That's what I'm selling then.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy check, if you wouldn't mind. Because I don't think you have profession merchant. If I'm correct, right?
No, I fine.
Do you? Be right back.
Okay, no worries.
17.
17.
If I used intimidate, it would have been a 24.
I don't
Yeah.
know if you want to be using intimidate.
A
We're in
shop that the
demon
party
time.
has to come back to. The merchant kind of nods and smiles. As he kind of looks it over, seeing the materials and kind of looking at the obelisk, and goes, "Okay. What's your price?"
Let's see, it's 15,000 pounds.
Mhm.
Skinless, 5 dead aboleth bodies. Let's see, 15,000. 5,000 soul coins.
Kind of looks at you, and kind of noticing the brand of the hive they're part of. Kind of looks up at you and kind of nods and goes, 2,500.
Nope, 5,000.
3,000.
5,000.
4,500. Final offer.
Deal.
He shakes your hands and goes, "I'll have the coin together when you come to pick up the mirrors," as Captain Azurus and Floor Snap had offered to purchase. No worries.
Have the mirrors been paid for?
They have, indeed.
All right, then I will add those soul coins to my inventory already.
He nods and goes, "I will sign some paperwork if you'd like to leave the corpses here so you don't have to carry them around." Just kind of fills it, or goes back to his desk and kind of
I
fills out
place
the
a
simple
bag on the table that's the size of 2 backpacks,
contract. Okay.
and that is containing all of it.
Yeah, as
And
you
I
do.
go, they're in here.
He looks at it and goes, "Is the bag included in this or no?" As he kind of fills out some paperwork.
I'd kind of like to have the bag back,
Not a problem.
unless you want to buy it for 10 soul coins.
No. And he kind of like fills out and signs up the paper and kind of hands it over to you as you kind of read it. Just basically simply says that the shop of the mirror maker it owes Wara of Clan Clawbreaker 4,500 soul coins for the possession of 15,000 pounds of aboleth flesh. And you see the hive kind of listed there. Any purchases made with this show purchase is reputable and should be accepted to go to the mirror maker and taken from the resulting price. Basically, it's a check, if you will, that you can use to buy other things while you're here.
Yeah. No, then pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy the aboleth.
He smiles and he kind of like leans over, starts dumping it into a barrel next to his desk, and kind of like hands you back your bag as the barrel kind of starts to expand and swell, widening as the corpses fill it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
As you look at the bag, I will say more on the way out. It's filled with aboleth slime. It is still pretty messy, but
It's a magical bag. Shouldn't it have a magical barrier that protects it from that snot?
The goop is still in there.
nope. No, you can pour out the goop if you'd like, but it'll take a minute. But
The goop is part of the stuff he bought.
yeah, well, he didn't scrape
I'm
it
gonna
out.
hand the bag back and go. There's still some of your stuff in there. I'll just come and pick the bag up when I come pick my money up.
No, it goes, okay, understood.
Basically, he can turn the bag inside out, and all of the goop will immediately eject into the surrounding area.
But Koltek, you could make aboleth lube with it.
No.
Oh, damn it! I gave the bag to him already.
Did I? Come on.
I hear Ablith Lube, and I just begin beating Azurus upside the head.
That genuinely sounds like a good way to get your dick dissolved.
Hey, we're in the city of Lost. There's probably some people who'd like that.
That's just so wrong.
Because what I was going to do is I was going to pull the bag inside out over me,
Mm-hmm.
so that way I would be protected, and it would just eject all around me everywhere.
Well, that wouldn't be pleasant for the shop that we have to go back to.
Just
I wasn't going to do it
Bukkake.
in the shop. I was going to do it outside after Uncle threw me in the air.
Oh boy.
I just fucking contribute more to the fucking air pollution of this goddamn
Another way to
Forsaken
make
City.
it rain, I suppose.
But no, the bag is in the shopkeeper's hand. He can keep the goop. I'll just come pick the clean bag up with my money at the next time we visit.
Okay. All
To
right.
be fair, keeping the Aboleth slime might actually be worthwhile because it does reverse your ability to fucking breathe.
Mm-hmm.
But he
I guess
paid
it's
for
too
it.
late now.
I don't want to have an issue down the line.
So, as you walk out, seeing Azurus and Florsnap and Nara kind of in the wagon as they're waiting for you as you walk out, waving away as the Mirror Maker begins whittling away at a piece of what looks to be mercury that's kind of already solidifying in his hands. As you close the door behind him and walk back towards the party, the strong scent of ecstasy still on the air as you climb into the wagon. But the last page kind of looks back at you lot, still at the reins of the wagon, and goes, "What's the plan for the next place we're going?"
Well, I believe we also wanted to go to, what was it? The Binding Thread.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that another shop that we wanted to hit up?
That is correct.
Yeah, because that one had possibilities for helping us find things that we desired. If I remember.
Oh, yes,
correctly.
the items that we might need in the future type of deal that we don't know of yet.
Alonzi.
I do love random items that we have no idea of when they'll be of use, but they're my favorite kinds of items.
Now to see if this is just a trap for the DM to just fuck with us endlessly for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. This
Well-
is the item that will help you take a splinter out of your toe in 20 years.
As you start kind of going through the streets, someone give me a either knowledge geography check, or if you don't have it, intelligence.
I will support that role.
Well, no support in this situation. This is just whoever is giving the order.
Oh.
I'm guessing it's either the last page or Vicaret, because I think they have the best standing end.
The last
I don't-
page does not have a very high int.
So that means it's Vic. Let's go.
All I
Yeah, I've only
is
got a +2.
17.
Okay.
Did you say you have a plus 17?
No, all I have is a 17 and int.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the
No,
fuck?
I did.
No, I've got a plus 17.
So
I've
Zeus,
actually just been fooling you all this entire time.
in his free time, he made a pact with a devil, trade places with him. You know, that's why you guys are all here. It actually turns out he planned all this actually from the get go.
Actually, I've never been playing Azure this entire time. I've just been playing.
Yeah.
Time to
Is this
test the
in-
immortality thing of this city, I guess.
What?
Is this an on the fly, like immediate knee jerk? Do you know this check, or is this a I'm looking at something and need to know it kind of check?
This is you're guiding through the streets as the roads can change because of how the city is designed. If you're not paying
Okay.
attention.
Okay, okay, yeah, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
That means I can use one of my abilities. So, have this.
14.
I rolled really low, but I got a 14 because I have a lot.
As you start going through the streets, they start to kind of look somewhat the same after a while, as you find yourselves kind of moving about, the buildings looking identical, the people seemingly passing by watching you seem to look the same each time. Finally, you kind of come to a stop as around the 20th time this is kind of continued. The last page kind of looks around, a little confused, wondering what's going on, as if there's an illusion going on. However, as he stops, a dark-skinned individual comes walking over. His face seemingly almost pitch black, his eyes the color of crimson red. Tiny horns kind of poking out of his head, and he only stands about 4 feet in height. He wears what looks to be a very jester-like attire, like almost a clown's outfit. A very brightly colored pattern or checkered pattern of red and green. That's just atrocious to look at. As he walks, little bells kind of jingle. As he walks over and smiles at you lot, seeing you. Kind of looks at each of you for a moment. His long, sharpened claws underneath the gloves, or big white gloves of his clown's or his jester suit seem to kind of poke through slightly as the points of the fingers seem to have been kind of worn with age. Slightly browning in the areas where the nails kind of poke through. But as he kind of looks up at your wagon, almost seemingly eyeing Floorsnap, he smiles and goes, "Do you need some help, good sir?" As he speaks immediately in Bufani.
Nope. Time to leave. Oh, no.
Looks at you confused as he sees your sudden knee-jerk reaction and looks over at Azurus and Aquan goes, "Please, I am here to help."
Does it sound visible or verbally different to me whenever he's talking to Azurus?
No, you do still hear the Aquan.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it changes based on who he's talking to directly?
That's what you've
Or
got
he
there.
might just have the languages. It depends.
Well, it's also a matter of knowing what another person speaks. Genies don't typically speak Aquan as a base language.
Looks over at Nara and then Draconic goes, "Is there a problem? Do your friends not speak the tongues that their people are born with?"
I speak Draconic, so I understood that one at least.
Mm-hmm.
I understand nothing.
They certainly do. It's just we've had a trying time last few months.
Understood. As he kind of switches to common, noting Wara's loss on it, and goes, "If I may, I am the clerk of this town. I work as a local guide, fish salesman, arms salesman, soul salesman. Really, any kind of work I can find, I do. Sometimes I dress as a clown and make people laugh for a coin. Sometimes I'm a warrior of great valiancy. I am the devil clerk that does anything." As he kind of gives a light bow and the bells kind of jingle. Now, if I may, and I hope this isn't too rude of me to insinuate, it seems you are having issues finding where you wish to go. May I be of assistance? As he continues in common.
Do you have a price?
Oh, but of course, it's a simple one. All I ask is a minor favor, such as something no more in this situation, for directions would be to say, let's say if I have ever scraped a knee, or desire a meal, you'd be willing to offer a hand in paying for said meal, or giving a bandage to a wounded leg. I think it's equal give and equal take.
Nara's fucking eyes narrow.
He kind of he does not say anything. I can.
Well, what do you guys think? Is that a fair deal? Directions for minor assistance?
Sounds like a scam.
Pay attention to the words. It's assistance with a meal or assistance with an injury. Unspecific as to what. The words before it say it's minor, but the actual pact itself does not.
Oh, dear friend, though, please understand that I only offer what is equal value, for that is what is my Power. I imagine you mortals would understand. Those who claim their souls still. I cannot take what I have not been given.
Yes, but isn't value different for each person?
This would be true if it was not intrinsically backed by the fate of the world itself. My powers are required to fall under a certain rule set to make them as powerful as they are. Just as your people once did, young Captain Azurus, I too have powers that can shape the world, but only if I'm given the abilities. A powerful individual who asks me to, let's say, kill a god. If I achieve such a thing, I can ask for something of equal value. But if I only simply get rid of a mouse that was impeding your way, I can only ask of something of equal value to that mouse's life. So, to offer is to sanely expect. I cannot ask of you more than you ask of me.
Vicaret will speak up. Is it based off of potential, or is it based off of what is already done?
Potential cannot be measured by my powers, sadly. While that would be advantageous, I cannot predict the future of a soul that is vanished from this plane, so therefore the abilities, to my understanding, are only accessible to their achievements up to that point. If we're talking an assassination value. If we're talking something of material, it's similarly to the day's value of when you will receive it based on when I go to retrieve it. At least to my understanding. I'm happy to explain also and answer any questions you may have for anything you are asking of me, so that you may be fairly dealt with, for otherwise my powers do not work.
I do want to cast around and make sure that it's not just a distraction for us to get ganked.
Oh yeah, give me a spot check. Because I assume you're
Give
looking
a-
just for anything that looks off.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you take a search by any chance?
And I want
Search
to do a
means you're
sense
looking.
motive.
Okay, sense mode's fine. Search it means that you're looking for something specific. So are you just looking for like any threats?
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for people that are like eyeing us up, and
Okay, yeah, I'll
They-
take a search.
And I got a 20 on the sense motive.
Alright, well, Flushnap, if you wouldn't mind putting your results in the chat, and then just to confirm something more, what are you trying to get a sense of off this guy?
If he's basically talking around in circles to make us give something that we eventually don't want to give.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Alright. Well, first Flushnap, what'd you get?
Sorry, having a tom fucking foolery around with World Anvil.
Hey, don't worry. Soon the 3.5 app will be out and we'll be moving.
I got a 30.
Oh, jam. Thankfully, as you do look around, there are eyes kind of eyeing up the devil clerk that's talking to you, but none of them seem to be looking at you or the cart with any sort of intent of interest beyond more of like passing curiosity as a wagon just stopped in front of them. Nothing like with hostility that you catch across their eyes. More general curiosity, a couple of lustful looks, but no movement, thankfully. For Wara, he seems to have some sort of intention. It does not give you any sense that he's looking to get the better of you. It's more seems that his value comes from being owed, and he seems to be a more clever individual is what you're kind of catching on. It's more in this situation, not about what information or what you give him, but what you ask of him and how he interprets it is what you're kind of catching on to.
And the possible favor down the road that he might ask for.
Because if you
That's
say, as an example, if ask him to kill a mouse, like say a mouse in the road, that could be as elaborate as him now creating this whole city's worth of a trap. That means that favor is much larger than what you initially intended, when it could have been done with a simple throwing dagger right then and there.
Yep.
So you definitely get the sense of a careful word choice and very specific word choice is of greater value with this individual. But you do get the sense he is at least being honest and wants to be helpful.
Yep, nope, I'll pass. Thank you.
It's fair.
Little passing curiosity. What is your name?
Oh, I've lived so long I don't honestly remember it. Most people just call me Clerk. I mean, I guess that'll work as good as any. A butler, clerk, assistant, servant, whatever you wish.
I've got a few names I could give you.
What age gave birth to you?
Age. Kind of raises
Yes.
an eyebrow.
When were you born?
I'm not sure what you're meaning. You mean like when was my first memories?
Yeah, go with that.
Give me a diplomacy check. I'm gonna see how good you managed to do this. I'll take diplomacy or bluff here.
Diplomacy is a 34.
Looks at you, goes. My first memories, I mean, I saw the city's rise. I saw what Moors was and is now. And shrugs and goes, I could not truly tell you my age, as you seem to understand it, as he kind of gleams from almost seemingly lightly looking through your mind. I don't, but I guess in the numbers of your mindset, I would be 4 or 5 of you. As he looks at you, Floor Snap.
I was like, yep, that tells me what I fucking need to know from that shit.
Wow, someone older than Floor Snap. Crazy.
Is
Yeah, we
there a
don't-
magical effect keeping us
Here?
here? Yeah,
No.
because Vicaret is going to be studying that to see if she got lost because of magic or because of just not knowing the area well.
I'm under the impression that the town's roads just constantly change.
That is
Like
correct.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, they do. That is something that you guys managed to kind of pick up earlier. But if you want to give me a spellcraft check to see if you can like find a source of mana like to follow, for Vicaret, you're welcome to.
A method to the madness.
While the rest of the party contemplates how to get out of talking to this guy without irritating him somehow.
38.
38. Yeah, Vicaret would definitely notice there's a somewhat of a string that seems to almost get tangled up, but there is a path or a method of the map to the madness of the city. It's just very faint, even with a 38. You get this. She'd get the sense that much of the city's designed to basically let people get lost in the many like dens of different forms of ecstasy.
Okay. So I have both knowledge architecture and engineering and knowledge the planes.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use those?
Yeah,
as
take a
well?
knowledge planes.
Okay.
Kind of have you start working on a map in the background. Yeah.
Vicaret just casually unraveling the secrets of the multiverse while people are dealing with the devil.
24, yeah. It's gonna take you a minute, but you definitely are gonna be able to make a map of the city that should roughly show a pattern of how it kind of shifts to kind of make sure you don't get lost as you follow it, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll take you a minute, but like Bossing say, you realize it's basically a giant circle. The city seems to almost shift like a big puzzle box. Piece of roads seem to kind of like intersect, and seemingly, as you start to recognize looking at it, this city, it seems to react to the want of the individual. The stronger the want of the individual, the more influence they have over the change and shifting of the city.
I'm going to telepathically, without just one-on-one telepathy,
Mhm.
so it's harder to intercept.
Mm-hmm.
Let Floor Snap. I just let people know of this, that the stronger the will and want of the person in an area, the more likely it is to occur.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna start with Floor Snap, then Captain Azurus, then Nara, then Wara, and then I mean, I don't care about how he feels about telepathy. The last page, and then the old Smith guy, the old librarian,
Mhm.
the Floor Snap's friend.
Long spear.
Long sphere. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you let them know this, the clerk devil kind of looks up at you lot, still waiting, and goes, "Now, may I be of assistance? I'm happy to show you or guide you around, give you an introduction, teach you anything you'd like to know."
Anything.
He nods. "Everything is open. Any of my knowledge is always of open value. I only ask that in fair exchange you offer something as well."
So, it occurs to me that meetings like this are seldom by chance. And your motives are opaque. What is it that you want? Seems you gain power by completing favors.
I will answer that if you'll answer my question in turn.
What question do you have?
What is it that you wish to have while down here in Moors? What do you wish to gain, if you will?
Power.
He nods. Kind of looks at you for a second as he thinks, and goes, "Similarly," and smiles.
That is fascinating. A bit of response, at least. Can understand it, obviously. But you seem shackled. I'm surprised freedom is not more what you would prefer.
Who's to say I am shackled? Who's to say I'm not down here feeding off the desperate and the needy who need something and I can provide?
I think take a moment, like consider it, and just kind of like nod and say, "I think I rather like you. I don't trust you. I'm not a fool, but I do like you."
Kind of looks at you and out with a blank face says your true name and goes, "I do as well."
I just like cringe and like look around and see if the fucking world shook.
No one seems to react. None of your party seems to have noticed or even heard what he said.
You're dangerous, aren't you?
I am by no means anything more powerful than that of which I am offered. Now, may I be of assistance? As he looks and turns to Captain Azurus, or am I talking to the actual captain? As he looks back at Florsnow.
My ship isn't here. I'm no captain.
Ah, but you are the one who commands 12 souls and the living of so many others. But you are right. The one who controls your power and your fate sits beside you. But you have not yet realized that, I imagine. Now,
No, I've realized it.
Count stops and pauses and looks at you and gives. Perhaps you misunderstand, but that is not for me to offer without you offering something in return. Now, may I be of any assistance?
I need not of anything at the moment.
Not even.
None that would warrant me owing you something in the future.
What about
Goody,
this?
they finally added the Rod of Displacement's effects to the wikis, so now I know what my fucking rod does.
He looks over at Azurus and goes, "Not even the location of the one who owns that teardrop?"
I'll find it on my own. I've had enough of making deals with those stronger than I am.
It is true. I can see the strings attached to you. Would you like a way to remove those strings? One in which sees you under the command of none other and a minor favor owed. For my strings are less dampening and problem-inducing than the ones you've already been attached to. Greg's Martom is quite a fine puppet master, is he not?
Azurus, in your head, you hear from Vikaret, more than half of what he has offered you I can make an item that will do the same.
I'm
The
unsure.
other half would just require time and effort.
I'm trying to even remember what wasn't that the original deal after getting sent to this place was to kill the unfortunate sons.
No, your deal was to basically bother and attack Utham's ships and anything of Utham's trade whenever you see them, and blame it on
Oh
Sana.
no, not Greg's deal. The deal that I made with the guy who sent us to hell.
Oh, we didn't ever make that deal because
No, you didn't make the deal.
Our items,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
we
I
got
thought
a
he was-
different way.
Gotcha. For some reason, I thought he's the reason why we were in hell because I said I'd kill the unfortunate sons or something.
No,
To
you
get
said
out of
you
there.
wouldn't. You decided not to.
Also, the deal was specifically to get our items. It wasn't. It had nothing to do with getting us out of hell. That was entirely like up to us to figure the fuck out, no matter what.
Yeah, from the get-go, you've been trying to figure that out, because that's why you were going after the items originally. But you
Gotcha.
kind of,
Well,
yeah.
nonetheless, I was gonna raid Utham's ships anyways. There's no reason for me to make a deal to break it.
For now, I have perhaps a deal for you.
Oh,
Yes. Show us around the city. Get us to where it is exactly that we wish to go in, let's say, less than an hour. And I would like to give you the way to contact us further.
So you offer my knowledge of the city here, specifically, in exchange for future contact in case you're ever in peril and seek a contract to save you?
Peril is less what I'm worried about. More power.
It takes a second and kind of rubs his chin. His smoothness glimmers with the light from the skies above and kind of looks back at you and goes, I will offer you knowledge and power when you so seek it, but I will make clear, my value comes in equal exchange, no matter what you think the exchange is. He holds out his hand.
Wait, run that by me again. What was the exact words that he said to me? One more time.
He said, give me a second here, to remember that.
Oh no, sorry. The deal he was making.
Oh no, he's holding his hand up to you and agreeing to your deal. He's just saying he's reminding you of what his power is.
Got it. It's the opportunity for it. It's not he's
Yes.
just going to help me randomly.
No, he's offering you the knowledge and power when you need it. Yeah, in exchange for something of equal value. That is correct.
Well, somebody else is paying that price, probably.
Amongst the party and goes, do any of you wish seek the forbidden knowledge or power when you are in deepest need of it, or at your command, so long as you understand the offer? I accept any who would not wish to take this deal. So he kind of like
I put a finger on my nose.
Oh no, I take his hand. I was just saying, it's like somebody else is paying for that, most likely.
Oh, okay.
I keep my finger on my nose.
Somebody's fucked.
Yeah, right? Wara putting a finger in his nose, he like looks at him and kind of gives a nod, and his Florstep goes out to shake his hand, and he smiles and goes, as he does, Florstep, give me a will save.
Time to fail a will save.
I hope not.
That's 21.
21, okay. Thankfully, you keep your consciousness as your mind seems to be invaded slightly for a moment. Upon your hand, you feel a horrid burning sensation as almost like a chemical burn, a strange symbol appears on it, and you see the design of a broken scale, basically like a weighing scale. And the as soon as it appears, it seems to fade into your skin, vanishing almost immediately. And he kind of as he pulls his hand away, and he goes, "Whenever you need, just wave your hand."
I get
It's
like
about
you
the
know,
time that I finish my map.
Good.
I get like kind of like a sanctimonious kind of like about to him and say, "Of course, thank you, Master Clerk. I'm sure it will be enlightening."
He nods. Now, may I ask amongst you lot where you wish to go, as I did offer to give you my knowledge of the town. And as he looks over at Vicaret's map, goes, "Oh, and it looks like you've already figured out the map. Perfect. This will make it easier to explain where we're going. What do you desire?" As he looks between a lot of you and kind of pulls himself up on the wagon, pushing the last page slightly to the right.
I just like probably like look over, see my grandson maybe starting to complain, just shake my head, just like no.
As he responds, kind of giving a nod and keeps his as he sits there. Yeah, the cleric looks at between a lot of you and goes, "Please." Mm-hmm.
I believe we're headed to the what is it? The threads, grandson,
The binding threads.
the binding threads.
Ah, yes. The owner of the shop is a bit of a kook. Not the most brightest individual. Loves himself an interesting deal or two. Quite a capable individual. As he turns the wagon literally a few steps to the left and stops in front of a store and points up to a sign that says the binding thread and goes, "And we're here.
Wonderful.
Now, allow me to introduce you. I am the owner of the binding thread."
It makes sense. Hey.
Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going shopping in that store. I'm gonna climb in the back of the wagon.
He kind of looks at you as you turn and start climbing back. And goes, "Please, I insist that you at least come in and look around. There may be things that catch your eye, or at the very least, questions you might have."
Nope. I'm good.
Well,
I start embroidering.
well,
Vicret's
boy.
gonna
Hmm?
Vicret's gonna pipe up and be like, "So how does your shop work exactly?"
"Oh, please." As he snaps his fingers and a door appears at the front of this stone slab. And the windows start to pull out of it. These beautiful gemstones that seem to be massive and thinly cut, glimmering through as you see jewelry upon the inside of the shop, just everywhere, kind of set out in
Vicret
design.
very carefully is observing the street because of the way that she works. She doesn't want to be to look at an item and immediately figure out how it works, and then for him to charge her for the knowledge she just learned.
Okay.
She's being very careful.
As more cloaks kind of appear on racks that seem to glimmer with all sorts of foreign furs that many of you haven't seen before. The store kind of expands out to about a two-story building that seems to kind of almost give this Aztec-like feel to it. Very stone. A lot the sides of the door seem to have these weird dragon-like snake creatures kind of carved into it. The depiction upon the outer building looks to almost show this massive giant fighting off two other strange looking figures that seem to be roughly drawn in similar design to a massive looking demonic giant of sorts. One looks clearly feminine, the other looks quite masculine as the three giant figures do battle. As he opens the door, he kind of nods for you to come in and go, almost immediately smiling, and goes, "Please, be my guest and allow me to show you around."
Just kind of sit the magely way and begin floating through his halls.
So you watch as gemstones on the floor kind of begin to glimmer and like guide you towards the shop floor as you walk in. He looks to the rest of you and goes, "Are any of the rest of you joining your friend?"
Sure.
Zeus kind of gets off following after. Nara.
Nara will follow after.
Okay.
Vikret's gonna remain with the wagon,
Okay.
and she's gonna begin, kind of testing the air and the city and the way it works, and
Okay.
like just assembling knowledge in the background.
Okay. As why don't you go ahead and give me or gather information check, please?
Okay.
Right. Kind of handle that.
Keep
embroidering.
So Wara, you're embroidering. Okay.
And I am going to stack every fucking bonus I can
Uh,
on myself.
Go ahead and give me a craft for your embroidery, if you wouldn't mind, Wara.
Can I throw some sarcasm into that embroidery?
Sure, if you want to write put something interesting in it.
All right. So that means I'm going to be doing is that 2 separate rolls you want, or can I just add the 2 bonuses together?
No, just you just add 2 bonuses. Okay.
That'd be a 13 for a
Alright.
sarcastic embroidery.
Okay.
27.
All right. As Vickert kind of watching the streets, looking out, seeing how it shifts, watching the influence of individuals, seeing what individuals kind of cause the most influence, and just kind of studying the shift it causes to the city. Wara creates a little design of the party as like a Scooby-Doo gang that says, "Oh, great! Another devil trying to steal our souls." As it shows like a version of the devil clerk himself kind of standing there with his hand out. As you kind of start working on this, though, Floorsnap and Azurus and Nara, as you head inside, you kind of close the door behind him and follows you in. The shelves seem very simple and plain, hand-carved wood that looks to be like very generic, what you'd expect from a normal store or for normal furniture. But on occasion, as you look through the shelves, here and there you find like bits of jewelry, each of them labeled as loyalty jewelry of different variations. Some obsession cloaks, as they're called, as you kind of push through a kind of armory filled with these like many old furs and such of creatures you've never seen before. But as you pass around, you do see about 4 items that kind of catch your attention that stand out for price tag wise. Where the obsession cloaks and loyalty jewelry is about 1 to 2 soul coin fragments a piece. What you find kind of catching your eye is a ring of the constant thought, as it's labeled, and I will write these down. Don't worry. For the first one, the second is labeled as the cloacle of gentle fixation. I'll let you consider what that probably does for a moment as you think about that. Next would be the bracelet of the unspoken terms. And the last one is a simple sealed apology letter. That's literally labeled apology letter. Otherwise, the jewelry and stuff kind of catches your eye, and looks quite old from its design, but a little bit more common for the materials you usually work with. As Clerk kind of walks around, pointing out these items and kind of smiling at each one, he looks between the lot of you and goes, "I recommend any of the 4. If you are interested, I'm happy to give you prices if you are curious, but everything in here is for sale, as you can imagine."
Could I appraise them?
Yeah, feel free.
24.
24. Do you want appraisal in soul coin value or in the gemstone coin value, or gold piece, rather?
We'll do soul coin value since that's probably gonna be the preferred method.
Okay. The ring of constant thought would normally go for roughly about 120 soul coin fragments. The Cloak of Gentle Fixation, and here, yeah, perfect, written that down. Would normally go for about 260 soul coin fragments. The Bracelet of the Unspoken Terms would go for about 500 soul coin fragments. And lastly, the Apology Letter would be about 300 soul coin fragments.
Hmm. Do you have any information on what they do exactly? I know there's the descriptor of the name, but names can be misleading.
Yes, smiles at you and goes, "Of course. I can tell you exactly what each of these items do, but I would ask that, if that's the case, you would be interested enough to pay a small fee forward for the information."
What would the
Nickelback.
small fee be?
Let's call 10 soul coin fragments a fair deal.
Hmm. So be it.
You kind of hand him the coins. He smiles and takes them and goes, "Perfect. The Ring of Constant Thought," as he kind of like tosses the coins in the air a few times, playing with them, is it allows the wearer always to know the emotional state of whoever you gave the ring to. It's a very pleasant gift for keeping track of individuals and their livelihood, as you can imagine, but also for a loved one when they're angry with you. You'll always know ahead of time. Makes those awkward dinners coming home from a late night outing with your assistant or your cohort a little less awkward when you know she's already mad at you. It's not a grand item, but it does quite well for itself. For the Cloak of Gentle Fixation, well, the last person who wore it didn't have it for very long, no more than 6 seconds before they begged me to take it back. The item allows for about once every few seconds the wearer to attack the individual next to them, supposedly speeding up your mind. However, there's a supposedly a cost. I'm not familiar with the item. We're doing something of such. Kind of looks at you. Because I will say there is a bit of a downside. I found that when weaker individuals find themselves in the presence of an individual wearing this cloak, as he smiles and kind of like doesn't put it on you, but kind of puts it around you as if you were kind of wearing it to, as he holds up a big mirror, or has a mirror kind of float towards you and shows you this beautiful, soft, almost perfectly fitted, deep purple cloak that seems to glimmer like royalty, almost deeply flattering you perfectly. Captain Azura says it kind of looks like it would be the best cloak to have if you were going to try and put on a show as a noble. I do find that individuals find the individual wearing it almost irresistible, so it can be better if you're wearing armor, as I'd recommend it. And next, for the bracelet, well, when the wearer shakes their hand with someone, a soul coin fragment is silently transferred from the other person to the wearer. The other person does not notice, of course, but the bracelet keeps a tally, visible only to you as the wearer, of how many it has collected. Once it collects enough to make a whole coin, it will pop one out and give it to you. And of course, the letter itself, when opened by the intended individual, they will be charmed by the sender for about 1 week, from my understanding. They're not only merely convinced that the sender has a deeply good intention, they are also find themselves almost infatuated with the topic of whatever the individual has addressed in the letter. And even better, when the letter is done being read by the intended individual, it crumbles, so no evidence is left behind.
So the bracelet, it only takes fragments.
Correct. Any more, and one would notice, as I can, only imagine.
Hmm. Can I sense motive to see if there's anything he's withholding
Sure.
purposefully?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see here. We'll do this one. 18.
18? From what you can tell, he seems to be telling you everything that he seems to understand of the item. Doesn't seem to be withholding any information at all.
I'll give the 500 for the bracelet.
500, of course, good sir. I was only planning, as he kind of takes your coin and hands you the bracelet, seemingly moving his fingers across the display, and you watch as a almost arcane glyph seems to dissipate. He hands it to you and goes, I was only offering it for 200, but I truly appreciate such a kind offering, as he kind of hands you it. May I? As he
Well,
pockets the
well, like-
500.
Well, I was about to.
Good.
Well, as you said, it's you deal in equal offerings. At least in my eyes, the item was worth 500. Paying 200 wouldn't seem fair now, would it?
He nods and goes, that is good, very true, good Captain Azurus. May I? And he kind of like holds it out to kind of wrap it around your arm.
I will wrap it around myself if you do not mind.
He nods and smiles and goes, of course. All right, let me send you something real quick. Da, 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 da. And then let me get that here so you have that noted, because I already made this ahead of time. Although I did skimp on the description a little bit when I was writing these a little quick, so don't blame me.
It's alright, it's alright.
I was like, what stands out about this simple item? All right, there you go. Yeah, he kind of looks to Nara and Florstop and goes, is there anything I can be of assistance for either of you? The loyalty jewelry, the obsession cloaks, or any of the other 3 items?
Yeah, I believe my nephew might enjoy the cloak. And then is prone to wandering and getting himself killed, so the ring probably is of also value.
Smiles and goes, of course. What would you offer for them?
I feel a chill run down my spine that my uncle's doing something weird.
I'm buying you gifts, nephew.
Suddenly, the clerk devil's eyes have a little bit of an extra stitch of red kind of going down, making it look like he's kind of cracked out as you kind of adjust to just kind of add that into the design.
I just had to walk in and make sure that Uncle's not buying something I can't use or
Mhm.
need.
Yeah. Are you going to be paying the 120 and the 260?
Yeah, I have no reason to. I have so many fucking soul coins.
Alright. As you hand him over, he smiles at you and hands you the 2 items with a gleeful look on his face and goes, I appreciate your business. I truly do. Not many understand the craftsmanship that I put into such items. Any good?
I am interested. These seem like fine bits for my associates. Is there nothing which I need?
Kind of looks you up and down and goes, something you need. I do have such a thing, but I doubt you can afford it. as he kind of like turns and starts walking over to his little desk as Wara walks in, seeing the cloak and like ring kind of floating next to Floor Snap.
I just like
Yours,
send him over
Kevin.
to my nephew. I was like, oh, here you go. Gifts.
I accept the cloak. Uncle, I can't wear any more rings.
Am I gonna have
That's
to make
why
a
I gotta-
necklace? Am I gonna have to make a necklace of rings for fucking Wara?
I just like think for a moment and say, yeah, just put it on. You can wear it, or you can put it in your pocket after that. Technically, it says that it's the giver. Don't
Right.
know that you necessarily. Says he doesn't have to keep wearing it after the fact. It seemed like.
That's correct. You just have to keep it on him. Alright, as you give it to him, and I assume you are going with the specific wording and choicing you used, is that it was a gift to him.
Yes.
Cool. Wara, what's your current emotional state?
Neutral.
Floor Snap? Wara feels neutral.
Hooray!
And then I will send this over for your own notes as well, Wara, so you know what the items are that you got.
Hold on. So I got the ring of constant thought and the cloak of gentle fixation.
Correct. I'm gonna send them to you.
Fuck.
There you go. Notice that the ring has already activated as soon as you take it, accepting it, and Floor Snap kind of seems to his eyes glow the same coloration as the ring for a moment.
Hooray! Now I know where my nephew is.
Hmm. I will also note, yes, suddenly you do notice Wara is right in front of you, confirming it's not a doppelganger. A slight
What do I need to roll to? What do I need to roll to see if I figure out what this? If I understand what the ring actually means?
Either a spellcraft or
No. I mean from the clues, not reading the ring, but from the clues of what's going on.
Gather information or sense motive. Let's see what you got.
And for sense motive, we have a 10.
You do get the sense that for now, Floor Snap seems to almost like lock eyes with you quickly. Like as you move, he seems to almost track you perfectly, even out of the corner of his eye. You get the sense that the ring gives him almost a perfect location on where you're at, as long as it seems to be on you.
Uncle, you're weird, but thank you.
You're prone to death. It's helpful.
I wonder whose fault that is.
I have saved you as many times as I've killed you.
And you've caused most of the problems that got me into that situation anyway. I mutter to myself.
I can't hear you over the gratitude.
As you say that, you hear the clerk kind of like coughs and goes, excuse me, I do hate to interrupt, but I have the item you'd be such need of here soon. As he pulls out in his hands a very beautifully framed in a like wooden like shadow box with a red velvet inside, a phoenix's feather glimmering, and goes, "This will give you a chance at coming back once from death. I can't help but see things in your soon-to-be fate that might see you needing something of value of this. Now, it is almost 50,000 soul coins, so I imagine it's a little too rich for someone of your abilities, but I wanted to make sure you had something on offer that would fit what is to come, as you asked."
I think I like nod and like drum my fingers along my jingling coin purse. I see. You're not happen to be open to matters of haggling or barter, do you?
Oh, shit.
Give me a second.
Uncle, I hate you so much right now.
A very good gift for Nara, a very bad gift for Mara. Got the wrong ARA here. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay. Kind of looks at you. What did you have in mind for such an opportunity? I mean, I do offer an equal value, as is the rules of my offer and deals.
Hmm. Occurs to me that you, in particular, are not a natural creature. You were born here, weren't you?
No, not here. I'm originally from a similar place to you. I'm just an explorer.
I read that rather wrong, then. In any case, I noticed that there is a fascination with times gone by, especially ones that cannot be recaptured anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And stories in particular often hold a great deal of power and value.
That is true, but there's not many tales I have not heard or lived through.
Of course, you're not from my world, are you?
The mortal plane I once lived upon, but I found it uninteresting when the storm arose to take back what it had lost.
I suppose you wouldn't be interested in the tale of my great grandfather and the demigod on the rise, for at least part of the sum.
Looks at you and tilts his head and goes, "Hmm. I know of your origin. I know of what sound. I don't know of what you speak, though. Do you speak of yourself and your gaining of power, or do you speak of the first Lord who tried to rise to godhood?"
I'm talking about an adventure of ours, in fairly near recent past.
Kind of looks at you with a curious look and goes, "I would be before I say yes to the value of such a thing. How much are you hoping to spend on this feather and make up for in your haggle or offering?"
Well, I have come across a substantial amount of these coins, and truth to tell, they're not worth much on the surface. And I don't care about the money. It's a means to an end. So, I'd be happy to, what I have on hand, I'd easily give away the 30,000 of, and hope to make up the remaining 20.
He looks at you and goes, 20,000 souls for a story that you learned recently of your great ancestor. No. But I will give you an offering of something I wish. Your original name, the one you carried when you caused the doom of your people. How about you give me that? You see no use for it, and in fact it causes you nothing but trouble. I will take that trouble upon myself and use it for my own, not giving you anything to torment you in exchange, only the feather that you request.
So, hmm. Just looking at him a little askance, trying to figure out what that particularly means. Is like giving a name of that. That almost sounds like you're trying to rewrite history.
My
You-
plans are not to your concern. That is the price I name.
Alas, it is too high, unfortunately. I think I have yet things which I could accomplish, especially in this city with it.
Then, alternatively, I seek one other item that you have amongst your party of equal trade and value. As he kind of like looks over eerily at Wara and like stares at the armband kind of cracking around Wara's arm and goes, his armband would be
No.
of great value and equal exchange outright. I will waive the coin cost, and you may take the feather in equal exchange.
Are you guys able to hear me?
No.
No.
No, yeah, we heard you. I'm just ignoring you.
I just call out to my nephew. It's like, hey nephew, can you loan me 20,000 soul coins then?
No. I don't have that much.
Yes, you do. We just killed
No,
the
I-
monster that gave us all this.
No, I don't have 20,000 soul coins.
I sure as fuck did.
I didn't get anything. I sold the meat. That's all I got is the
What do you
4,500.
mean? I split the cash amongst all of us. You have money. Unless you're
Yeah.
going to put it in your inventory.
Well, then how much did I get?
Oh, my lord.
Well,
You can
at
go
least-
scroll up. You could scroll up if you want to know that.
Suddenly, Lazarus recalls, wait, that pile of coin he left behind wasn't just a small, like a tip of a joke. He actually left his coin, 20,000 fucking soul coins behind.
We each got 28,000 soul coins from killing that guy.
And to
okay.
be clear, Nara immediately freed 20,000 of them. Like the
Okay.
psycho she is.
So is it 28,000 soul coins and the 2 million something gold
Yes.
pieces?
Correct.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I'm rich. Here you go, Uncle. Here's 20,000 soul coins.
Lazarus just like painfully staring at Wara with the realization he needs a new shipmate here. Wara's not the accountant of the party.
And out of curiosity, is that gold or is that colorium?
That is
I'm
gold.
pretty sure-
If it's mentioned as GP, it will always be considered. Well, technically they're gemstone pieces, but yeah, gold.
Yeah, it's the giant currency, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't. This era does not use gold or silver or anything like that because that's still rare to mine up. But gemstones are fucking plentiful pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, I throw a bag of 20,000 soul coins at my uncle.
Let's just
Not
turn your eyes
hands,
and walk
not
away.
toss. I throw a bag.
Slurp's telekinesis guy catches it halfway and floats it over to him. Guy takes it happily with the other bit and kind of smiles and goes, "Please, the box is included. It keeps individuals who would notice the presence of the magic aura coming off the item to not sense it nearly as easily unless you open it. Only use this when you are near death. It will bring you or another individual back from any death. It does not matter if your insides are vivisected. It does not matter if you are devoured but and left nothing but a single toe. As long as some sample or piece is on offer, this will bring them back."
I kind of nod and like it just starts sliding into my bag. It's like, I have many things.
I all of a sudden remember I'm rich, so I do a little happy dance right
Oh.
there.
I have a sudden feeling that a horrible fate awaits me in the very near future.
I have a happy feeling of glee that I believe someone else is also feeling now.
Somewhat, sure.
It's just like, oh my god, my nephew's an idiot.
I mean, I imagine at this point there's also a very real point of poor Azurus who's realizing, man, this guy was on my crew.
Hey, listen, he wasn't hired to be smart.
That's
He's
true.
hired
He's
to
really
hit
good at
hard.
his job. He is very good at hitting things.
He was hired to be what's the role? It was like a militarist. He was hired to
Sailor.
especially be good at fighting.
Yeah, a mercenary sailor. Yeah.
Decoy, target.
Well, now that's
Sacrifice.
definitely. I said the decoy target. Now you got the cloak of gentle fixation is definitely true. I love that was what the oh shit moment was there for them. I was wondering.
Yeah, the war by no means would ever. I would never have him be the quartermaster. That's for certain.
That's true. The clerk does smiles as he watches you tuck the feather away and goes, "Now, may I offer of anything else of interest to any of you?" As he looks about.
Don't suppose
You wouldn't happen to have
a
a bastard sword +3, would you?
Stop it!
Kind of looks at you for a second and goes, "Oh, I have something actually far greater if you're interested in a bastard sword."
I don't trust you. I just want a bastard sword +3.
The bastard sword of bastards.
It's a sword that actually gives you bastards.
Actually, in this store, it'd probably
It's-
make me a bastard.
This is a bastard sword. When wielded, it immediately causes one of your parents to disown you.
Right?
And become unmarried. Yes.
Kind of looks
I was
at
referencing the really old version of bastard, but okay.
Yes. Are you sure? I think this might be of an interest to you. You seek power through pride and capability. I can grant you an item that will give you something more than what you seek.
No, just a bastard sword +3. That's what I look for.
Then I'm sorry, but I can't offer you anything of the sort, as I do not have it.
Okay, thanks.
I just kind of slide up to him and say, "You can show me, though."
I can only show it to him, for he is the only one who can actually see it and understand what he will be seeing.
Ah, damn it.
Any secret special item that only I can see?
Do you seek the truth to your fate? And can you a better question rather, can you afford to seek the truth to your fate?
No. Not that I can't afford it. I might be able to, but I do not wish to know my fate.
You know,
Knowing fate is a prison of destiny, and I wish not to be a slave to it.
I respect the young captain's wishes, as he gives a light bow, goes, but should you change your mind, I'm more than happy to offer. I would recommend the apology letter. I feel it might be of value to you at the very least.
Yeah. I could give it to, what's her name?
As Fleshsnap kind of looks over at Azurus, noticing
Yeah, I
the
don't-
teardrop necklace.
Nah. I wouldn't give the apology letter to her. I would not wish to afflict her mind with anything.
I meant Vitra.
Then why didn't you say that?
Because I couldn't remember her name right that second.
I'm just like, picturing the room getting slightly darker.
No.
All of the items shiver.
God damn it. But good.
Yeah. Why not? What do you wish for it?
Looks you up and down and goes, your command, your title as captain, offer what is secondly most of your deepest desire, and I will grant you the ability to make the future yours.
You wish for my title as captain?
That is indeed the case.
For the apology letter.
Oh, my misunderstanding. I thought you sought the item to save your fate. My apologies. No, only a few, only about 150 soul coins. My dearest apologies. Much lighter price than that. Like the light on glimmer and the shadow leaves his face.
I was like,
Man, that fucking price jumped up.
yeah, I was about to say, I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking supply and demand is a bitch.
Yeah.
Suddenly, they've all been bought. Fucking give me your soul.
It's yeah. Yeah,
No, yeah, 150 soul coins. Yeah, give me mine.
yeah.
Thanks, dog. I appreciate it. He kind of like shakes your hand, like claps it up and hands it off.
Wait, he shakes my hand.
Oh no.
You don't want that any more than he does. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't. I shake with the other hand.
But he smiles at you as he hands it off and takes the coin and goes, "Now, is there anything I may be of assistance otherwise to you lot?"
I have my things for now.
Okay.
I walk outside and go back to the cart and sit inside of it
Okay. Warren kind of
and
walking off.
embroider again.
As he walks off, the clerk kind of watches him seemingly for a moment, but then returns his gaze back to you three.
You're not secretly the leader of this circle, are you?
No, that would be not Lady Cupidus. That would be kind of takes a moment and goes, rather weird.
I just gotta like stare at him like that didn't say no.
Alexa Inglis, it would not make sense for one born of the mortal plane and to have existed once with a. What would be a good way of explaining it? I guess in a sense similar to you. I swear to God, someone just hit my door to try to break in. I'm about to stab them. Give me a moment.
Suppose these lords of sin are a great deal more powerful than I would have expected.
I assume that's why we didn't go after the greed one. Or is it
I
gluttony? No, it's gluttony.
Also,
no.
hey, fantastic news! I got candy from my apartment.
I swear to God, if someone's trying to break in, I'm gonna stab him. Oh, I got candy.
I said, sorry to
Is
see
it
you're
melted
leaving.
chocolate?
No, it isn't. It's 'cause it's like 60 degrees out.
I just kind of like turned to his ears and was like, "Hey, to be fair, I also indirectly am assassinating the Lord of Gluttony, so there's that."
But he looks up and goes, "No, I could not. I would not, Lady Cupidus. It would make no sense for that to be case. I've existed long before her."
Kind of like nod. He's like, "Yeah, I get the feeling you're
No.
more content."
He looks at you and shakes his. You're misunderstanding. You're older than Lady Cupidus, as he points to you, Floorsnap. Hell, I'm pretty sure, as he points to Nara, she's older than Lady Cupidus.
Oh no, I understood that part. She apparently still was angry with me, which, well, yeah, neither here nor there.
He shrugs and goes, "I could not tell you."
In any case, it's been a fruitful adventure.
He nods and goes, "If you so desire further instructions, I would be happy to assist you, but if you seek nothing else within my shop, you are welcome to take your leave as you wish. I will be happy to offer my information," as he taps, kind of like points to his hand where you're looking at you, Floorsnap, kind of mimicking towards your own, and goes, "Feel free to contact me."
Oh, by the by, I don't suppose you know of a tutor for the speech of ancients.
I do, but he does not exist on this plane.
I just kind of nod and say, "Well, I suppose I'll be giving you a call later then."
He nods and goes, "Indeed, you should not run into many who speak the old tongue."
I don't run into any that speak mine.
He smiles as he switches to Gufani and goes, "Indeed." His shop kind of morphing as he says it.
I just feel a pang of nostalgia.
I assume though the three of you are heading back out.
Yep.
Okay. Nara.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you lot kind of head back out, seeing Wara kind of finishing up his little last bit of the embroidery of the sarcasm of the Scooby Doo gang of the party and the Devil Clerk. Kind of as the last page looks over at you lot as you get in, he goes, "Well, he left notes when he got up, so I know where we can go, and based on Vicaret's map, I think we can figure out a plot to anywhere we want, but that guy's just not good news."
No, he's not. But he's an opportunity.
I have an idea. Vikrat's gonna walk up to Floor Snap.
I mean, you don't have
She's
to really
gonna be-
walk. He's getting in the wagon with you, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. This place reacts to, depending on how you flex it, willpower or ego. But the ego has to be of the desire variety. With some simple magic tricks, though, I think I can make it to where Floor Snap can basically decide to arrive wherever he desires. Us along with it, as long as he's controlling the wagon.
Neat. Very well, Necker. Let's see what you've got.
All right. The very first thing I do, I'm gonna vent pretty much all of my upper level spell slots for this,
Okay.
or infusion slots. They're
Mhm.
not actually spell slots. I'm going to touch Floor Snap's cloak. That gives him an enhancement bonus to charisma, and I'm going to shift that enhancement bonus to an insight bonus. Using an infusion. Then I'm going to use another infusion to give him another +4 enhancement bonus to charisma, enabling both bonuses to stack. Then I'm going to turn his shirt into a breastplate of command using an infusion that, using the next highest level insight bonus, or it's a competence bonus for that one. Thus giving him a +2 competence bonus and a to all checks relating to charisma. And then he has a +4 enhancement bonus to charisma and a +4 insight bonus to charisma, meaning his charisma is now 4 higher than it was resting due to the cloak, thus giving him for 6 more than he had. And then I
Can you
based
write
off
down
of
your
all,
bonuses real quick? 'Cause I'm not tracking here fully. I want to see what this is to make sure I'm correct.
okay.
Because I want to see what you're giving bonuses from before I approve this. Because it sounds like a big number. So
It's gonna be +19 at the end.
yeah. So let me see how your math breaks out here. Because I'm kind of curious. Because that's got my that has my attention. You got a lot of bonuses. Let's see. Also, while this is going on, please, for the rest of the players, can you send me currently in a PM your current deepest desire your character is thinking about, whether subconsciously or consciously.
I'm gonna send you the bonuses in DMs first.
That's fine. Yeah, you're good. Please do. Okay.
Deepest desire.
I'm sorry. It's the fucking sub. I can't help it.
No, that's fair.
It's 2 competence.
Yep, deepest desire is what you're thinking, Azurus. Currently. God damn it, Mara.
You're welcome.
This is to get crepes or some shit.
No, well, one of them was I want to buy a bastard sword +3, you motherfucker. Oh, I've given you so many magic items.
Hey, at least I didn't say I want to buy a box.
That's true. I'll give you that.
You would have died.
Huh?
Yes, I would have.
Let me send that out then. Perfect.
Oh shit! I have a PM from someone. I wonder what it would be about.
Yeah, all right. Right. Gotta give you guys something to do
Oh,
in the background as Thickret is calculating. All right, perfect. Okay, so okay, that makes sense.
And the
Okay.
spell that I'm using to make the it's all of this is temporary. I want you to understand. We're talking 10 minutes total time maximum. Would be this. And that's yeah, 10 minutes per Jesus Christ. Hold on, 10 minutes. Oh, never mind. Scratch that. 100 minutes total.
Okay, got you. So +4, that makes sense. +2 to that, +2. Okay, then use another infusion energy +4 charisma.
It does
Okay.
tap me out of spells except for first and second level.
Using another infusion. Just double check something, just make sure I'm right on my rule set, because I haven't had a 3.5 artificer before, so I'm
Yeah.
not as familiar with the rules. Let's see.
The big thing.
Well, I have it right
about...
here, so I'm reading it in the
Yeah.
background.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. I appreciate you. Okay, so okay, gotcha. 10 plus that. That's right. Okay. So a certain number of infusions per level 10. Okay, which you are higher level. Okay. Given the amount accompanying table. Okay, so we have that, which makes sense. Okay, so the infusion number is good. Then give 8 from what is this? Okay. You and
That
your...
sounds like you're doing the math for me for my speed for my Monday character.
Oh yeah, right. It's like we're doing NASA math in here. I gotta make sure it's correct. All right. Okay, so that is, and that's it's an Eberron setting spell. That's why I don't recognize it. Okay, and then the last one. Okay, perfect. Yep, nope, that works for me. All right, wanted to make sure I knew your math. All right, all good. This is also shorthanded. If you ever have to do this again, you can just like point to this and say, "Hey, here's what I'm doing."
Okay.
So yeah, feel free if you want now to give me that will save, and then I'm gonna send you something in a moment when you do.
The arms of the angels fly away.
Yeah, that was our math we did yesterday.
Right. Oh god, I'll take a look here in a sec. So in total, you're getting a pretty decent bonus. If you want to, or Vicar, if you want to mention your bonus, you're also giving him in total, so he can know what he needs to roll for his will.
Yeah,
Joey PM.
I sent it. Yeah,
Perfect.
he knows the total amount he would be using to flex on the plane.
Got you. Fantastic. Oh my god. I see now, Colt. I see it now. Wara. Jesus.
Yeah, that's the math we had to do for my speed yesterday because things changed.
Alright. Okay. Let's see.
I will be away from my computer for a few minutes,
Yeah, take a
but I have
second.
my headset on.
No worries. Don't worry, you won't have to roll for a minute. You got beat by someone else, so.
I lost track of my fucking character sheet for a second. I was trying to find the bastard.
No, yeah. I take a moment. You got a second? I say you don't have to go overly complex with your explanation here for Vicaret and Nara, just to make clear.
Yeah, this has been her driving motivation from the start.
Okay, making sure. Yeah, feel free to keep typing. I just want to make sure you knew you didn't have to go like hyper detailed. I'm just looking for something to make sure I have my right mindset here. Oh, I desired chocolate and alcohol after this.
Fair.
Have cold Reese's Pieces cups.
Can't eat Reese's Pieces after the recent peanut butter issue that popped up. And chocolate.
I've got strawberry and rhubarb mead.
Oh, well, okay. You know what? That's not bad. But in my opinion, I don't like it. Strawberry mead always comes out too beer-like. So.
I can't stand rhubarb.
I love rhubarb.
It's called a Shotgun Wedding. It's by the St. Ambrose Cellars.
Ooh, I'm not sponsored, but hey, if you want to send me a bottle, I will drink it on stream or on recording. And
I'll
like
drink
my camera
too.
on. Yeah. I'm not an expensive sponsor. If you give me, just send me a single bottle of the stuff. Trust me, I'll say whatever you need me to.
Oh, they'll send you a single bottle, and it's going to have a shot's worth of
Yeah, right.
drink in it.
Yeah, I think they're Michigan, from Michigan, so maybe we can get Cameron to raid their stores. I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. We'll get him to send it over. Oh man. Oof.
Naris is going to be a little bit more complicated because she's a dragon. She has regular desires and then she has dragon horde desire.
No worries. Yeah, take your time. Take a second and write it out. I mean, out of curiosity, do you think you're gonna need another minute to type? Do you want us to take a quick short break and let you kind of finish this out without issue?
I'll send you. I'm almost done.
Okay, cool.
But
Gotcha.
if you want to take a break, that's fine.
Alright, cool.
It gives me time to get like a snack and clean up the dishes that I have around
Well,
my.
I still need. I'm only asking because I need your thing. We're waiting. That's what we're waiting on.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, if you need a moment, we can longer. We can.
My desire was 8 words.
Yep. That's why I was like, okay, here.
I wish to bone my wife again.
Did y'all know Florsnap was married with like 12 kids before he decided to burn his entire family and people down?
Dang, that's crazy.
Just one day he got fired from his accounting job, and they took his stapler after moving him to the lowest part of the basement.
Not the stapler!
Oh,
All it takes is one bad day, guys.
oh,
Going postal.
yep. And then there you go for Nora and for Vic.
Okay.
And then once you send those in, we'll take a quick 5-minute break here. So feel free to take a second and roll that up.
Yeah.
And then it'll give everyone a chance to feed their cat monsters. Which, oh man, I can't wait. I'll tell you later about my new experiences with that coming up.
Oh, you're getting a free
No,
cat?
no. God, no. I love cats, don't get me wrong. This is not animosity in the slightest. There's nothing wrong with having a cat or dog or whatever pet, except if you have spiders. You're fucking weird if you do. And I do judge you if you have spiders. We can't be friends. But yeah, as far as it goes, no, it's I will be moving in with someone who has a cat, and I will be dealing with that soon.
Nice.
Oh yes, shall be terrible. All right.
The closest
Hmm?
time I ever had to having a pet spider was up in Alaska, and there was a spider on like the roof, and I had like a silent agreement. It stayed on the roof to keep the bugs from going crazy, but as soon as it went down an arbitrary line on the wall that I dictated,
Uh-huh.
I killed it.
Yep. All right, perfect. Well, with that, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break for those who need water or anything else. We'll be right back for those watching at home. All right. So, with the desires in and those will saves around, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on. Yeah. So, Florsnap, would you like to describe your deepest desire as you succeed?
Oh shit!
No.
Okay, I mean, I can. Fantastic. As you lot kind of find yourselves winding through the streets and morphing as they do, Florsnap's mind kind of seemingly guiding the wagon. The last page is continuing forward as the roads kind of pull themselves in front of each of you. Finally, as you come to the end of a long road, about an hour of kind of pushing through the streets, you finally see a huge thing of castle walls with an inner moat that seems to be filled with this like pink liquid that almost like jello seems to jostle as people poke at it as they pass by. seemingly grabbing chunks out of it and walking away as they seem to chew on it. Um, Two guards kind of stand at a bridge that kind of walks over towards this castle. The walls, a bright flaming pink, each filled with a soul coin that you can see and can hear a almost emanating wail, but it is not one of disdain or sorry, not power, disdain or
Pain.
pain. Thank you. It is one of seemingly endless pleasure. The wailing of a seemingly orgasm continuously coming from the walls as the guards just stand there watching. Their armor, seemingly only a few leather straps where that connect onto piercings and tattoos. Their bodies hairless and glimmering with a oil that seems to almost give their bodies an unnatural sheen where the muscle lines seem to define themselves even further. Their spears at the end are tipped with rounded tips that look phallic in nature, but definitely terrifying. Little vials of grease kind of attached onto them, seemingly designed to cause even more penetration when they stab through. The guards kind of watch you eerily as you walk or as you come closer towards the castle's bridge. A couple of people kind of passing by will kind of stop as your cart comes up to the edge of the bridge. As the last page kind of looks back confused and goes, "Well, this wasn't what I was thinking of an inn, but I guess maybe it was summoning us." As he looks back at the rest of you into the wagon, many of the locals kind of watching and eyeing you with both curiosity and somewhat concern. The guards seemingly uninterested.
I wonder whose desire we followed. I'm curious.
It's like
I
slowly
put my
like, going.
finger on my nose.
Look, first I'm just kind of like slowly dawns on. It's like, oh, I guess it maybe responds to the things that you know aren't good for you, but you kind of want anyway.
My eyebrow goes up.
Well, there's all this talk about the age of certain people, and I just really wanted to see exactly what the fuss was about. Deep down, I promised I was thinking of the inn. Otherwise,
The continuous sounds.
Obviously not enough.
The continuous sounds of wet smacking and moans of pleasure kind of emanating through the air.
Well, he was thinking of an inn.
Bravo.
well, no, this is a palace, if you will.
You see, as the last page kind of looks out, and there comes out this kind of from down from the castle and through the giant walls, glimmering and glowing, about 8 feet tall. This beautiful individual, flaming blue hair, pale, almost albino porcelain skin, bright red eyes. The symbol of the city itself kind of upon their chest, wearing nothing on top of them except for straps that seem to tear and pull as the person seems to sway and walk, their hips naturally moving from side to side. It's hard to tell if they're male or female, but they look humanoid, maybe giant-esque, as they walk towards you lot. What looks to be a pillow in their hand that both has a vial of oil and a seemingly letter that seems to be kind of wrapped up as they walk towards your wagon.
Uh-oh. I don't like to look at this.
Well, I just kind of like do my best to put on an imperious gaze as it walks forward, because I feel like at this point we are deep in the shit of don't show weakness.
You have a plus fucking 19 bonus to everything that lets you appear important, so, like...
Yep, I'm gonna use it while I got it.
The person kind of walks over, a courier, as you start to recognize the symbol, kind of steps up past the two creatures that are pulling the wagon. That soon as the courier's elbow lightly brushes against one, it immediately spouts a hard-on and starts trying to mount the other creature. As the courier just kind of ignores the situation. The last page is like pulling the two creatures aside with the reins.
I
Um,
feel like they did that on purpose.
The messenger smiles as he his teeth kind of glimmer. A almost creepy smile. Anybody who's looking at him, please give me a will save. And this is a charm
I
effect.
decide to embroider again.
Oh, okay.
Guess I'll roll because I definitely would have been looking at him, although I don't want to be. 28.
28. All right. Anyone else?
What kind of-
51. Okay.
What kind of effect is this?
Charm.
Okay. Frightful presence, spell resistance 22. Is it affected by spell resistance?
Yes. Oh, no. Sorry. It is not.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah. I don't think Floor Snap is ever gonna fall. Like, for the next almost 2 hours, Floor Snap's just
Nara.
gonna be cooking with gas.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. Thank
27.
you. 27 for you. And then that's for Nara, or is that for Vicaret, to be clear?
Vicaret's just in the wagon dealing
Yeah.
with her own shit right now.
Perfect.
As far as Vicaret is concerned, she's contributed. She's going back to studying the Orichalcum armor.
Okay. All right.
I have a question.
Sure.
Did anyone look at me for longer than 6 seconds?
I don't think so.
Good. Let's keep it that way, shall we?
Okay. All right. Sure. The courier kind of smiles. Azuris and Nara, you both feel an almost light enjoyment at the smile and the gleam of the individual's smooth and lean twink-like body. There's just something about them that's almost alluring to the eyes as they smile pleasantly and lean up. Their backside kind of almost glimmering in the light as the oil upon it kind of gives it even more of a glow. As they lean forward, kind of holding up the pillow towards the last page, kind of takes it and kind of looks at you lot and it kind of does a horrible mimicking as he lets go of the reins of the creature and kind of leans forward to hand it to one of you.
I'll telekinetically grab it.
Okay. The courier
Okay,
kind of
like-
smiles as he walks away, his sway kind of catching the eye otherwise, but go ahead.
Yeah, just kind of like unfurl it with my mind.
Okay.
I don't touch it directly, so that
As you do, you hear the letter begin to read out loud as the spell effect takes hold, and it goes and it says, "Dear, well, I don't know what to call you all, but adventurers who have come into my domain. I sense your desire to seek me out. I wish nothing but to fulfill such a deep desire that you may have. Please, come to my ball when you are willing and interested, and I shall grant you an audience to enjoy yourselves to your will's sake. I shall satiate every desire you care to have, and even those you choose not to. Please, join me at one of my grand balls. They are stupendous. Signed, Lady Cupidus." And the letter seems to kind of disintegrate into baby oil as it kind of drips down onto the wagon.
Oh, no! No!
not the patron
It's
saint of Diddy.
The screams of innocent ditties everywhere out there yelling.
There are no innocent ditties. They know what they did.
But did
Maybe
he?
in one of the multiverse timelines, there was no baby oil.
The great diddying.
Duh.
Demon we don't
Now,
speak of.
now you're just implying that there is a dry ditty out there.
That's somehow worse.
That
The
was
dry
that
diddy.
was Puff Daddy. He's gone now.
I feel like Dry Diddy's the much eviler version somehow.
Oh my god, he bites the pillow.
He said no lube. It's the ultimate Diddy. Fucking like Dry Bowser.
Uh,
Oh my god, that's where it goes though.
So-
this happened with a spell effect. Is there like any lasting effects on us?
No,
Okay.
no, this does, you can tell, was just a fanciful letter that was way, way over the top by the leader of this city and this territory.
Do we go?
I mean, it's not right now, so we have some time to consider other options. But if we don't go, we should leave the whole province. They are unlikely to take an insult like that. I would say sitting down, but she might. I don't know. These people are weird.
I think she'd take the insult in whichever way pleased her the most.
Yes, which would not please us.
Probably not. Lots of harm can come from either accepting or denying. But
You hear a passerby go, giggity.
I knew he'd be here.
I just feel like absentmindedly flick him into the fucking stratosphere.
There's a moment of Azurus remembers a horrific pirate he heard once a story of that made that sound before he attacked. It's like 1,000-yard stairs he says this.
I knew he'd be here.
That's the famed butt pirate of yore.
Yeah.
The booty bandit, man.
the
He's a
the
legend.
butt pirate of the salty quagmire.
Yeah. Even Wara's moist embroidery, it comes off with a weird line as he's like suddenly bothered by the sound.
Unbelievable.
And I'm trying to figure out how my thread is dripping while I'm doing this.
How the baby oil moved 10 feet from the wagon, from where it landed in the wagon onto it as you look at it.
No, it's just randomly creating it automatically
There you
for
go.
some reason.
Double check the baby oil. It's not a fucking ooze in disguise, is it?
No, thankfully, as you poke it a few times. Kind of moves and holds up its shape for a second. You kind of watch it, really like concern on your face. And then it kind of flattens back out naturally. And it's like, okay, it's definitely not news.
This time on track, I think I'm trying to steer us to the fucking inn. So I have a dying, burning need in the back of my head to figure out exactly how much she might remember me, and if I'm remembered at all in this fucking plane.
You should not have chosen those words.
Ah, God damn it.
Yeah, you find yourselves turned around as immediately a concern kind of on the look of the baby oil not going away seemingly as it just sits there. Kind of try and shove it in the cracks and it's like too thick and keeps coming back, like keeps re-wetting itself and
Hey, we could
undrying.
probably use it to lube the wheels.
Beginning to think this is less baby oil and oils of babies.
Why not both?
Could be.
Vicar kind of looks at him for a moment in the background. But no. As you lot find yourselves heading towards a beautifully designed inn, to each of you see your perfect and ideal, gorgeous designed 3-story massive building of an inn.
Right?
Sorry, I've been distracted with my monster that we're gonna be fighting next week. Okay, but yes, as you see, there's a beautiful, gorgeous looking inn. The design on the outside of a symbol kind of saying the Ember Vale Suites. You see a bunch of many devils kind of walking in to the bottom floor, a massive tavern that seems to have almost 20 bartenders working, serving ales and drinks from all ages and aged at different values. This place is popping off, and although it is seemingly at the same time also very quiet, as you notice, many of the booths seem to have silent spells seemingly activated once people sit in them, kind of keeping the noise to the booth itself. Though music seems to kind of play throughout, you hear almost this like high upbeat jazz that's kind of going on as people are telling jokes at the bar, laughing, having a good time. One of the barkeeps, a what looks to be short-looking koboldkin with long black horns kind of sticking out of his head, one slightly broken. His scales kind of almost gloom-like as he looks up at you. He kind of smiles and kind of seeing Nara, looks up and goes, "Oh, Nara Preflex, I'm a big fan. Please round on me," as he snaps his fingers and like a couple of ales come flying down the bar, and he goes, please come here, sit. I'll be your caretaker for the night. Please join me at the bar," as he kind of like ushers you lot over.
I delighted to be entreated by a kobold. I will follow suit, like follow him.
Yeah.
He's so cute. I can't help it.
Do the rest of you follow after?
Sure.
Okay. Warren?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still embroidering and trying to figure out where this baby oil is coming from.
She keeps getting on there more and more.
Hey, lubricated cloth is actually awful.
Yeah, although the string seems to glide through as you seem it like swims through the fabric as you go about embroidering even faster than usual, but it's all
Swims, you
wet.
say.
It seems a little too
Yeah.
eager for penetration, really.
Yeah, Vicret, in the meantime, is going to harvest some of the lube and put it into a container for later.
Okay.
Great lubrication for like machining and probably other things.
Oh yeah, I am going to only do horrible war crimes with this stuff.
The barkeep though kind of brings you over to the bar and kind of sits you down on the stools, and as he puts ales in front of you and goes, "Now these are your typical Moors ales. They're light on the flavor, light on the spice, but they're strong enough to make everything nice. Now I have for you some Blight Leaper honey cakes. I have some warm Rotwaddle stew. We've got Companion's Cup. I don't recommend it. It'll knock you on your ass. And we've got your Frostmauler sand bread for those who enjoy just shitting bricks of sand as payment. I don't understand it, but it is popular with many of the locals. What can I get you?"
Take some of those sandthric things to go. I have some enemies that might enjoy them.
Of course, they taste just like salt, and they crackle with mineral flavoring.
Excellent. As I begin thinking about force feeding them to the next thing we fight.
So 3 slabs of sand bread for the tall fella with the cool scales. Anything for the rest of you?
What
I'm
was the menu
content
again?
for the time being.
Nods Azurus and goes, "I got warm Rotwaddle stew, nice slow cooked and hearty meal, exactly the kind of thing you're gonna want once in a lifetime. I got Blight Leaper honey cakes, dense, golden, and faintly buzzing. They are great for those who have a particular diet when it comes to eating meat. Companion's Cup, which is a spiced tea. And of course the sand bread, as I mentioned, that if I'll be honest, smells like it was regurgitated by a Frostmauler itself."
I'll take some of the Bright Leaper stuff for both Vicret and Nara.
The honey cakes, he nods and smiles and goes, "Of course. And for you, fella, with the cool armband and the pit fiend horns, what can I get you?"
Uh-oh.
I'm good, thank you.
He's got pit fiend horns. You know what that means.
Reaching? I'm reaching.
Nods that and goes, "All right, no problem." Now, as he kind of like puts down the orders and begins to like move his fingers, and you see the paper kind of, or the papyrus kind of folds into almost like origami swan and begins to flutter back into some doorways that seem to open as the creature flies in, disappearing. It kind of looks between a lot of you and goes, "Since you're sitting at the bar, let me ask you, lot, what can I do for you? I am not the owner of the Amber Vale, but I am one of its key barkeeps. You can call me Tom Veal. I was of a clan called the Veal Clan. As you can imagine, we died the same way that our name went out, young and unknown."
Well, I believe we're here for lodging, accommodation, and information.
Lodging's free for any who are interested. We offer it for the barracks rooms, though if you want an individual room, it'll cost you about 5 sokolins a night.
I think we'd rather the individual room. I don't think any of us are fond of midnight visitors.
one room for all of you, or you want one room each?
I just like kind of take Tally. I was like, how big are these rooms?
As big as you need them. We can increase the size as requested.
That one for all should be fine.
Alright, one master suite with the orgy. Alright, I will make sure that is put into order as he writes it down again and kind of like begins to move his hands and folds this one into now what looks to be almost like a large kraken-like creature that kind of flutters away up the stairs behind you lot and kind of disappears. And then he goes, alright, that'll be taken care of. Feel free to pay when your food is done. Is there anything else I may be of assistance with?
I'm not going in there, floor snap.
Do you want to sleep in the barracks? Because I do not fancy the sanctity of Uranus by the end of that night.
I'm gonna sleep in the wagon.
Barkeep
I
kinda-
don't fancy the sanctity of Uranus either for that.
Well, I don't sanctity my anus in the orgy room either.
We're the only ones in that room.
I don't think so.
No, that is correct. Only people allowed in are the ones you allow. Should you choose to accept servants or anybody else that requests, you are more than welcome to, but no one will join you unless it's requested. We're very big on consent here. Now, I will admit the barracks are a little more loose on those situations. I like to call it the prison room, as he puts his hands up and makes like the lights, or the word prison kind of flutter to light.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
sleep in the room then with Uncle. I'm good. Yep. Yep.
All right, I understand now.
Wagon outside are more than welcome. You're welcome to use our stables. I just warn you, the beasts do get intimate at night, and we let them off the leash.
The animatronics get a little funky at night.
He nods.
I just like turn and just like gestures like, see? What I tell you?
You suddenly see the food kind of comes falling down the bar and almost fluttering a little bit off the bar, just high enough to avoid the other patrons' meals as they come landing in front of each of you. As Nara sees the two blight leaver honey cakes kind of appear right in front of her. Floor Snap, of course, your multiple pounds of frost mauler sand bread, which is actual sand in the shape of bread. As a frost mauler down here, for reference, is basically like a giant floating jellyfish that kind of poop out things that other people here use. It is actually processed sand that, as you look at, kind of gives off a faint smell of acidicness, kind of like a lemon or lime kind of scent, as well as saltiness.
If it wasn't for the side effect, those are all the flavor profiles Nara likes. It's just she doesn't want to shit out cubes of sand.
It is a brick, like literally, as it looks like, as it's shaped. Like it is an actual brick that you're pretty sure you
My
just
God.
bite off of.
It's fucking sandstone.
Yeah, but with a more of a bready look to it.
I just kind of like nod. Is like, yep, that is interesting. One of my enemies is going to have a very terrible time as I stow it in my my bag of seasoning.
Yeah, let me send you a note for it.
Will be habanero seasoned sand that's being shoved in somebody's gullet.
Well, it is
I don't know
and
who,
it
but-
isn't. So there's what it does. As you kind of look through it. But yeah. As kind of each of you enjoy, or are each of you going to? Well, I say each of you. It's really just Nara in this case because no one else ordered anything they're going to eat. Nara, are you going to eat your food? Your honey
Yeah,
cake.
Nara
here?
and Vikaret are.
Okay. You can go ahead and add to both of them an extra 60 feet of dark vision for the next 4 hours. Also, I will note both Nara and Vikaret begin to slightly glow with a faint luminescence in the darkness, giving a low light vision around them for 30 feet.
Let's go.
How many bricks did I get?
You got 4.
About how much do they weigh?
They weigh each 1 pound.
Okay.
Um,
Make sure that
Yeah. He kind of smiles as he looks at you lot, though, as Nara and Vickert begin eating through the honey cakes. The beautiful, I mean, they're pretty large honey cakes, about the size of an 18-inch pizza that is just like a honey bun, but with actual honey on it, and then pieces of cricket kind of sticking out that kind of, on occasion chirp as you bite into them, making a pleasant melody, surprisingly, as you eat them. The sand bread, I will say, Floorsnap, as you pick it up, it's definitely sand, but it does morph quite easily to your hand. So you could pretty shape it. Yeah. But as the bartender kind of smiles at you and goes, so, may I get you anything else, or are you interested in any rumors? We get a lot of adventurers around here. Not many that are living like you lot, of course, but many adventurers that be that as it may.
Yes. Sort of in the, well, I heard a story, that kind of a thing. I wasn't sure if it was still around, but there's something of a bounty that I've heard of. For some guy, the Betrayer, or something similar to that.
I don't keep up on the local, tid for tat. Betrayer? Kind of thinks and goes, only contracts I know of out here. We got one that says, or the contract that wasn't signed. Someone was put up a request for dealing with someone who's been putting forceful packs on people when they're asleep. We got a Rotwaddle stampede that happened. That was a whole issue. Someone stealing hearts, I believe, and then... Oh! There was a big frost mauler that fell about north of here, a day's journey, that people been looking into, seeing what killed the poor creature.
Like, think back to the amount of things I've thrown into the air.
Yeah.
I think 2 things so far in this town that I know of.
Yeah, just in this town alone, yeah.
it's like there's Quagmire, there's the one creepy guy that wouldn't leave us alone.
Yeah, those are the only 2 that come to mind right now.
Hey, look, the bartender looks and he goes, what's this about a betrayer, if you don't mind my asking?
I heard from somebody there's a bounty on him from Lady Cupidus.
Is that for the toad fella?
I suppose. What's that about?
I don't know. I mean, there was a guy coming around here, tall dude. I don't know, 9 feet tall, gray skin. Pleasant as hell to talk about. Shoot, he ate me out of honey cakes. I think he ate like 60 of the damn things. Our poor chefs were just pissed in hell, but he paid double what they were worth, so, you know.
That's the guy I heard about it from, I think.
Yeah, he came through here asking about a guy that looked somewhat like you, shockingly enough. Said he was some capable caster, could end worlds, could destroy the world as we know it. You know, usual doomsdayer. And as he kind of continues cleaning the glass he's working on, goes, yeah, he mentioned something about a bounty of a few million soul coins, but shoot, for a price like that, I mean, I'd rather just, you know, boom off myself with a magic missile or something like that. It'd be a lot easier. Like, you know, you don't get a bounty like that unless you've earned it.
Yeah. Do you happen to actually tell anything about that bounty?
Oh, tons.
What do you say?
Well, I mean, he was drinking a lot and telling me things, but you know, my memory just isn't as good as it used to be these days. I've been hit on the head working here so often by adventurers. I just, you know.
Just kind of like nod placidly and just like slide him a fucking soul coin.
He kind of takes it and goes, Jesus, you know, my grandmother's also got a horrible medical thing coming up. I sent my cousins up, 3 of my pit fiend cousins. You might know them. They're in the city of Gluttony. El Salvador. Good guys, good fellas. Big boys, but, you know, good fellas.
No.
Looks over at Wara and like, is there something wrong?
Nope. Nothing's wrong at all. Nope. Nope.
Kind of shrugs and goes, but you know, my memory just isn't good with all this stress of my grandmother's poor operation coming up. As he kind of looks at Floorsnap.
What happened to your strapping young nephews?
Nothing to my knowledge. I just haven't heard from him in a few weeks. It's not uncommon.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got conflated. I thought you were paying for their medical bills.
No, my grandmother. She's a good woman, kind, very pleasant, helps the local community, has a garden that feeds the locals who can't afford to eat, helps some of the disingenuous with coins that have lost most of their souls.
Ah, what a lovely lady.
Oh, yeah.
I cited another one.
Kind of takes it and smiles and goes, thank you. It is coming back to me. He did mention, he described a guy that looked just like you, fun fact. Like, really, down to everything you look like right now. It's kind of eerie. Although he did
Yes.
describe something about you being part of some powerful faction, so you don't look like the type of individual who serves someone else.
No, very much not so.
No, But, he went on, he said the guy had telekinesis powers, could float, he was a giant toad, kind of fat and old, very ugly, which was kind of an insulting thing I thought he was going on about, but he was drinking quite a bit. He said that he had plans on how to kill the creature, something about an anti-telekinesis barrier item he had some tracker for him, he even set traps, I know what he did. He did say he was going to head to the entrance into Moors next, because he mentioned he thought he was going there, because he said something about the creature being, what was it, too foul or something? I just can't remember, as he kind of gives you a side eye again.
Just kind of like roll my eyes and just hand him the two. Two more.
He takes it, he goes, that's what it was. He said that he figured that the only way he was getting out was with his agent that he'd put with the guy. Oh shoot, I can't remember the dude's name. And that's not just like a coin thing. I really can't remember his name. He said something about someone that was working for him that was gonna find and get into the party of his and like lead the dude to a trap. Some ambush. I think he mentioned something about some dropping acid on him, a bunch of poisons. Basically making it so he can't do anything, and then, what was it? Killing some cat that was with him? And then, he mentioned disarming the genie and taking its abilities to grant wishes for himself, because he was going to make himself even stronger to make sure he could take out the creature. He had a whole thing he was walking through. He also mentioned something about a hag that he was trying to avoid, but I don't know. He was at that point so hammered, I think he was talking about an ex-lover.
Yeah. I just like have slowly started turning towards the last page during this entire conversation.
He's just kind of sitting there, kind of sipping his little companion's cup of warm spiced tea.
How interesting.
Barkit kind of continues on and goes, I couldn't tell you what was his plans, but beyond that, but he stayed here for a few nights, said he was gonna meet someone, and then suddenly he met someone the next morning, then headed off to Gluttony is what he was doing. I had to give him some directions. Good guy. Good dude.
Quite
Vicaret's like here, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I would like Vicaret to just take a look at the necklace that the last page stole from me.
Okay. Gonna hand it to
Yeah.
her. What do you have her look for?
Tracking
Yeah, give
things
me.
that might be attached to somewhere else in case if we are assuming the last page is the mole, something to check.
Yeah, give me a spellcraft check for Vicaret.
Okay. Sadly, I can't boost this anymore. I gave all my fucking spell slots to goddamn floor snap.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have to deal with my base spellcraft. I'm very sorry. Just to be clear, is this a wondrous item?
Yes.
Okay, so I get +2 to this. 23. I rolled really, really, really badly.
Ouch.
That is the lowest I can get.
It does have a cantrip tracking spell on it.
Vikret tilts her head and looks at it for a long moment, and then a cantrip tracking spell.
Correct.
So I know he was using it to find me,
Yes, that is correct.
using it himself.
Hmm.
I'm just unsure. So
I'm just unsure if it's he's able to track the item itself.
With a 23 and with a net 1 on this situation, the best I can give you is that I can tell you that there is a tracking spell on this. It is a cantrip spell, so a 0 level spell. And it is seemingly tracking the item, not the wearer, if you will.
Is this item unique? Vikret will ask Azuris.
God, he hopes so.
this was the paired item to my necklace, kind of like a his and hers.
So, I'm just gonna point this out there. Even if there wasn't a tracking spell on this, even if there was literally no magic on this item whatsoever, it could be tracked. As any unique item, as long as someone has held it before, there's a spell that lets you hold the thought of an item in your head. It will point you in that direction, the direction of the item, where it is. You can even compare that with a scrying spell and use that in order to perpetually scry on whoever is holding that item at a given time or where the item is. But
If you
there's
were
a
to-
pretty simple trick to undo that.
Would it be to change the item, add something to it, remove something?
Out of curiosity, is this item meltable?
I mean, it's a
Well,
I'm asking
Necklace.
Royce.
it is a leather, I think a leather chain with a singular stone-like item that is in the shape of a tear. So if you melt it down, you're pretty sure it will lose all its properties.
Yeah.
Is there a way to not destroy this necklace?
With that rule, no.
The other way to thwart it is Vikret opens her bag of holding. Vikret drops the necklace in the bag of holding.
As you do, you see the last page kind of as Florstep's kind of looking over at him. His eyebrow kind of seems to give the slightest of twitches for a moment, just enough that if you weren't looking at him, you wouldn't have noticed.
I guess that's all that Florstep would need.
Feel it's time for us to retire early. We have much to discuss.
Barkeep kind of gives a nod and goes, "Of course, I'll add the food to your tab, and you all enjoy your night. The room should be ready already if you'd like. Do you want me to send someone out to grab your wagon and park it?"
If you wouldn't mind, yes.
He sees the last page is about to raise his hand, and he sees you kind of say this, and kind of stops and goes quiet.
Nara will stop the kobold and be like, "What time are you free from work, if I may ask that? I want to discuss things with you."
Okay, gives it a raised eyebrow and like suddenly gives the most cheesiest lip bite, trying to make it look like he's hotter than shit as he does this, and goes, "Well, I mean, I can be free in the next hour if you're looking for a quickie. There's a frosted section that we can work through the swamp cooler."
Nara, having something completely different in mind, catches his meaning and agrees to it.
Alright.
Fuck it.
As he kind of smiles and goes and gives a wink as he goes, kind of gives a nod, heading back to work.
I have mentioned that Nara has a weakness that hasn't come up yet. This is that weakness. She finds kobolds absolutely fascinating and just gives them the benefit of the doubt whenever.
Oh no.
She just really likes kobolds.
All right.
Like,
As he kind of goes back to work, going and catching another customer, kind of leaving you lot alone for a moment. I assume you're heading back to the room as Nara kind of watches the kobold walk off.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess we're kind of almost surrounding the last page, kind of got
Oh,
into
I've
the
got him
room.
telekinetically held. He's has lost his leg privileges and the ability to cast privileges without
Okay.
my say so for right now. So I've got him
As
basically
you
just
go to
grounded.
grab him, give me a will save.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. That is a 47.
Orson. As you go to grab him, the illusion breaks and he vanishes. And as soon as your invisible hands seem to clutch him, there is nothing there. As you notice, nothing but a mop be grabbed by your hand.
Step outside and begin willing myself to find my fake grandson.
Uh-huh. As you start heading out, the rest of you going after Floor Step as he stops suddenly, as you all suddenly watch the individual that was the last page kind of poof and nothing but a wooden broom be left behind.
Yeah, if he's still in the city, then if he ever was in the city, to be fair, we should be able to find him this way.
Okay.
Does the mop appear to be magical in any way, shape, or form?
No, it is just a normal mop.
Okay.
As you kind of pulling through the bristles, there's no runes carved into it or anything like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, just making sure, because
Yeah.
I can do a lot with a mop. Just
okay. Taking the mop, putting it away in your bag like the loot goblin you are. I got you. Now, Vicrit now has a broom.
That's a pretty good idea. I could do that. I could animate a mop and then make it follow people as an illusion, and then make the mop explode when the illusion is broken. Yes, that's.
Wara, are you following after Floor Snap and Azurus?
Yes, reluctantly, but I'm still going with them because I don't need my butt raped by anybody.
Okay.
I feel like Nara would hinder the party's progress at this point because she has something on her mind.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Because as you start to see the party head for the door, suddenly turning with a look of purpose in their eye.
I'll go. I have a duty to keep the party alive, and I can't do that if I don't go with them.
As you head out willingly, giving one last loving glance towards the kobold and waving at him as he waves back, as you guys head out into the streets. Floor Snap's will kind of beginning to flow into the city. I will note your wagon has already been pulled off into the stables, just for your own knowledge. So you will have to walk into the city or go get your wagon to kind of get the city to adjust, because it doesn't just adjust, you have to move amongst it.
I enter dragon form.
Okay.
I'm huge, so I can carry a single large creature or 4 medium creatures.
Does anybody wish to ride Nara?
I will, because I am
No.
the slowest.
Okay. No.
Large.
Adam's large. Or sorry, Zurus is large. My apologies. Okay. So it'll just be Floor Snap on Nara's back. All right. Okay.
I mean, Floor Snap can telekinesis the rest of the party, so.
That is true. Does he choose to do so against their will, or are you going to ask for permission before you fling your party members into the sky?
I mean, we're gonna go chase somebody, so I already know what we've done in the past. I'll look at Floor Snap and I'll just give him a nod.
Okay.
Begin the protocol Yeetus.
As the party begins to brace. All right. Why are you going to consent to being lifted, or are you against this?
I never have an actual choice in this ever, so I'm just gonna go with it.
It's time to fight, Wara!
I just grab my sword and shield and go, wish you were a bastard sword, but yeah.
As Nard takes off into the air, Floorsnap holding on and telekinetically dragging the other two behind. You start flying through the city at top speeds, going around and around as you do. The city of Lust seems to kind of drag you about through the streets, seemingly shaping and morphing accordingly. And as you follow the Sorry, I'm looking at someone PM me. As you follow your will and follow the guide of the streets, you find yourself again, once more, brought to the entrance gate to Lady Cupidus's castle. The sounds of the orgy continuing to emanate from the walls. The little river seemingly, or little moat seemingly still gelatin-like, and individuals chewing on the pieces that they take out seem to suddenly show eyes glazing in ecstasy. The guards still look at you with uninterest and ineptitude as they kind of stand there enjoying the movement of the leather upon their completely unclothed bodies. But as you ride in on Nara, you also do hear a few jokes here and then about riding a dragon and about some individual named James having a competitor in the competition of dragon laying. But otherwise, as you land right in front of the castle the castle walls once more.
So, Floorsnap, I suppose we're going to answer the invitation sooner than expected.
I believe the gate crashing is in order. I flick my finger and try and smash the gate open with the guards.
As you do, and remind me, this does force damage, correct?
No, it's technically unholy because of the nonsense.
Oh, are you using your orbs or using just your telekinesis? That's what I'm asking.
Could we
I'm
not
using-
just
Yeah,
go in without this force since we've been invited in?
I mean, are the gates open?
I mean, they're not closed. The guards are standing in front of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just walk in.
Okay. You get ready, orbs kind of begin to float about you as Zerus just points to the open gate. And saying this as you kind of look at it, nod, the orbs kind of returning back to the bag. Perfectly seasoned, of course, as they were. As you climb down
Dripping with extra
Nara.
habanero.
What was that, Zerus?
Nah, like dripping with like salt and spices and shit.
Exactly. As Floorsnap climbs back down, letting go of Wara and Azurus, Nara, you are still in dragon form. Are all you going in through the gates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't believe in engaging a dragon in a fight without being in dragon form.
No, that's fair.
So
The guards, kind of seeing you come forth, begin to kind of rub their nipples really aggressively as they stand to the side, letting their staffs just kind of stand there. This moment as you pass by, the staff or the spears begin to leak grease from the tips of the round tips of the spears themselves, and the rubbing begins to go louder and moaning begins to increase. The glowing of the guards' nipples begins to intensify. As soon as they do, the seemingly walls around the castle kind of vanish away as you're welcomed into a beautiful garden that is fully open. Individuals completely in the nude walking about, old, young, all shapes and sizes. Many seemingly enjoying intercourse in the background as moans kind of continue on. Tea and food kind of being handed out as massive bodies seem to sit there enjoying these fine, small delicacy foods that are continuously brought out to them. Servants seemingly wearing gimp suits kind of walking out and handing these little pastries and dishes to the gluttonous individuals, being smacked and beaten as they do so and seemingly enjoying it as the sounds of lust can kind of be heard emanating in the air. The
Any
entire
imps in the gimps.
Yep.
Any imps in the gimp suit?
No, you wish. Gimp the Imp is not here. If he was, you'd be screwed. Asmodeus' right hand shall not grace you. All back to fucking TBA. But yes, as you kind of step in, the smells of and the strong scents kind of everywhere mixing. It is overwhelming. I would like each of you to give me a fortitude, will, and reflex save.
Yeah.
Mhm.
While
The
we're
trifecta.
going in,
Mhm.
Nara would like to cast major resistance on herself because I'm.
It will be
probably one of-
immediately canceled out as you walk in because you are walking through a field of anti-magic that is cast by an overnight level caster. I'm just going to let you know now you're going to waste a spell slot.
Righty.
Yeah. A plan for it, just as a heads up. This is a individual who rules over all of lust. And I'm pretty sure your protection would fall under anti-magic field. Yeah, any spell or
It's
magical
suppressed.
effect. Yeah. It'd be considered
It's,
suppressed.
Yeah. Well, it's suppressed whenever you walk through it, but it doesn't dispel it.
Correct, yeah. So while you're in the area, you will be as a note for that. Okay. Well, that didn't work out for you whatsoever there, Wara.
What do you mean?
Did
A
it? Oh, it did
23
roll.
for my willpower,
Gotcha.
a 29 for my reflex, and a 31 for my fortitude.
Perfect, thank you. Okay. And
You're welcome.
Azurus. Okay. So,
Spell
These are
resistance
winning
is an
Powerball numbers.
Spell resistance is an extraordinary ability, so it's not suppressed by anti-magic.
oh, is it not? Oh, okay, perfect. Got you. I want to make sure. Then yeah, feel free to note what you were doing exactly.
Well, the spell that I just cast would not have worked, but I have 22 spell resistance.
Oh, okay, got you. Got you. Perfect.
Just
yeah,
constantly.
I have spell resistance as well.
This is
Anti-magic isn't subject to spell resistance.
yeah. I'm just double checking.
Oh, it's not the anti-magic, it's the other effects
Yeah.
that is in question.
That's one thing I need to get for Azurus is some
Yeah.
fucking spell resistance.
I mean, it's not worth investing into unless you start with a high modifier because you're gonna be coming into it with a +5 at this level.
Spell resistance is for summoned creatures, anyways. Okay, perfect. All right. So yes, as you lot walk in, Floor Snap, unfortunately, will be both shot with an ooze, like liquid that is sticky, smelly, and just not pleasant to be covered in, and will also fully be upchucking his guts while doing so. Not shocking, I imagine, to most, as he is covered in something that seems to pour down on him. Wara, let's see, manages to succeed in escaping it, holding his stomach, and managing to keep himself from being seduced into the orgy itself. Nara, unfortunately, does not, and Nara finds herself not only covered in things, fully disturbed and disgusted while she throws up the last meal she just ate, the honey bun, but also suddenly drawn into the orgy and the want to participate. Azurus, thankfully, is only covered in liquid, so Wara is the only one who comes out without anything upon him.
Good for you, man.
Looking
That's
at me
actually
yeah, but is anyone looking at me for 6 seconds?
Yes, many of the individuals amongst the crowd will.
So you remember that cloak that my crazy uncle gave me?
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, I can't fail to save. Even if I roll in that one, because it is a will save, not a wisdom save. I think I wrote wisdom because I was thinking 5th edition items when I was making it.
So was it just like are we currently in an anti-magic field, or is it like
Correct.
a barrier to cancel out magic? Okay.
You are in an anti-magic field.
So magical items don't do anything.
Correct. They are suppressed.
Oh, okay. So the cloak doesn't have an effect.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
So I just,
What
yeah, I
about
was gonna say. Mhm.
What about my ring?
Also,
Not the one
Same.
just given.
Well, anything
So
that's artifact level is not affected. To be very clear, it is only magic items that are not artifact rank.
Fuck. So that means my AC just drops. Damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think my huge captain's coat is an artifact.
As the music kind of starts playing, the almost acid trip-like feeling kind of taking over, you all kind of feel the buzz and like love and comfort here. It's almost unnatural. Poor Nara feels it more than any, being drawn in almost immediately to join. Nara, what is your form of ecstasy? Is it food? Is it sex? Is it knowledge? What?
it would probably be my Horde desire, which is
Okay.
ancient secrets, art, old stories, ruins.
As you kind of start grabbing books off some of the shelves kind of scattered about, reading, kind of starting to read through them quickly to see their value and start kind of gathering them with you, holding on to them as you start grabbing a massive kind of collection of art and other like minor items of great knowledge as you kind of start walking about. The rest of you kind of watch as Nara's almost kind of disappears into the crowd of steam and individuals as you lot are kind of left there. What would you like to do?
I think I'm still retching. So
Yeah, you are. I mean, other than the retching part, yes. I mean, and being covered in gunk, which, as you take a real quick kind of account of yourself, it's really clear what this is. From what you don't want to know, as you were with the amount you just got sprayed with, you just don't want to look up as you get the strange feeling.
Can I just leave and let
Yeah.
them deal with it?
You can turn and walk out, Wara, 100%.
No, I'm just gonna find a corner or a spot that's the safest, I guess. Kind of
Do
thing.
do not go to the
Wait for-
cut corner. Do not go to the cut corner.
No.
Don't you mean the cut command center?
Whatever you do,
I'm just-
don't do that to
You
yourself.
know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna stand here with my sword and shield in hand and just go. Fucking hell! What the hell did we walk into?
I will say, Wara, as you look at your sword, now has a dildo fully wrapped around the edges of it that seems to be almost impenetrable to break at this point, and your shield is
Lord.
now cushioned with silk on the front of it.
Fine, I put them
Good
away.
Lord.
I will say,
I
this
think
weapon, this will happen to any weapons in here. That's not just yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
I shake the dildo
Yes.
off and sheathe my sword and put my shield on my back.
Almost as you go to sheathe, the dildo kind of pulls up as the blade goes in, and it disappears immediately as the sword sheathes. Okay.
Strangely enough, I for floor snap, I don't know if he has a way to get any of this stuff off. I pull out of my bag of holding a cloth cloak that has rabbit fur trim. Yeah, it was a nice cloak, but
no!
he could go ahead and wipe himself off. I do not want and he can clean himself off and he could just throw it on the floor.
Are you gonna wipe your stuff off too, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to be nice to my party member and
Yeah.
give him something to wipe himself off with.
Yeah, as the two of you kind of start working on it, via floor step, you're handed a really nice, mink rabbit coat, basically, fur coat. And you can see the intrinsic value is pretty high. This is great craftsmanship. Like, this is definitely a noble's attire as Zerus hands it to you to wipe yourself off with.
It's
Just
okay,
like-
man.
Retch out thanks in between like getting this off of me.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle, what'd you get us into this time?
I'm going
It's
to
not what- he
fucking
did-
murder
he-
someone.
He didn't get us in anything.
I'm still blaming him.
It's that.
Yeah,
fucker.
to poor Florsnap's horrendous view, you see Wara's kind of got, like, some snacks he's pulling out as he's eating and watching this.
That damn page.
As
I'm incandescently angry.
the steam from the room kind of beginning to pick up, you hear a beautiful woman's voice kind of on the air go, "Please, come deeper into my love canal."
No.
And with that,
No.
we're gonna cut to black and end session. We thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for a great orgy.